Royal Priesthoods. My name is Joshua, and I'm going to be your host, your friend, and your brother. I welcome you once again to this transformative space, and I'm certain that you would find a rest for your soul and transformation needed to live a life that is really worthy of living through the lens of God's wisdom, and also attain a level of transformation that is consistent with the fullness of our being. Welcome once again to the TME podcast. I believe you all had a great week, and I'm glad to have you here once again in this new episode from the TME podcast. So we're going to be going into something very interesting this week, in which I've titled Relationship Management Lessons from King Solomon. Everybody knows King Solomon. Everybody knows one of two things about King Solomon. Should we talk about his wealth? Should we talk about his marriage to multiple wives and his many concubines? Should we talk about the splendor of his kingdom? Should we talk about the wisdom by which he was able to maintain peace throughout his tenure as king? But one thing we can say, or one thing we can deduce from the life of Solomon, is that he was a man of immense wisdom. I mean, a man that God intentionally gave wisdom. We cannot expect less from that kind of man. So in terms of wisdom to live in terms of wisdom to life, we can say Solomon is really a man of which we should study his words. So bringing that back to man, when God made man, when God made us in his image, we were created to live amongst one another. That is one of the beauty of being a man, in the ability, or in our ability to be able to live one together in this world. The earth was created for man, so obviously we cannot do one without another. Everybody, individually as we are and uniquely as we were created to live in the comfort of one another. It is so sad how the world has turned out, in which many are rising one against another, and we have disputes here and there. We have sad-tales from relationships, we have sad-tales from marriages, we have sad-tales from friends and every of the structure. But this is one of the rules of TMA podcast, to realign our minds and to help us live a better life as God has desired even before now. So today, we are going to be accessing about 4 lessons that Solomon gave from his writings about relationships, how we interact one with another, what is expected of we humans, how we ought to live life living close to one another. You see, understanding how to live together in love and in unity is very important to our growth as a human race. So, without wasting much of our time, let's get right into it. So the first lesson we are going to be learning from King Solomon's writing is taken from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 3 to 4, which is the book of the Bible. And it says, "Never let loyalty and kindness leave you. Tie them around your neck as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Then you will find favor with both God and people, and you will earn a good reputation." So the emphasis here is never let loyalty and kindness leave you. This is a very important lesson. We live in a world today that people keep saying, "I owe no one loyalty. I don't care about anybody. I don't care about who's loyal to me. Nobody is as important in my life." We have a lot of languages thrown around that has taken the responsibility out of relationships. So King Solomon is teaching that if you want to obtain favor before God and before people, one of the attributes you need to have as a man is loyalty. You have to be loyal to the relationships that you have. How many people can you vouch for, or how many people can vouch for you that I know this individual and this person has a track record of being loyal to relationships? This person has a track record of being loyal to friendship. This person honors friendship. Loyalty is a rare gem in our world today. Most people have been eaten up by self-pride and the ideology that they can do life alone, or the ideology that no one really matters to them. In fact, we've seen the rate of divorce today. We've seen many marriages crumble. We've seen friendships being betrayed. Why? Because man is beginning to lose touch with loyalty. Loyalty is a very important ingredient for our day-to-day relationship. We need to be loyal to people. We need to be loyal to their trust. We need to respond to the measure of trust that people has given unto us. It could either be from parent to children, it could be from friend to friend, between romantic relationships. Loyalty is very important. If a lot of people are loyal today to their friends, to their families, to their spouse, probably we're going to have a better world. We're going to have less marriages that are broken. We're going to have more relationships that thrive. People are more important than money. People are more important than the resources we might think we want to have. Loyalty to people is really an ingredient for favor before God. We need to learn to be loyal. We need to learn to prioritize relationship, to create a space around us that many can fall into. That someone can come across you and the sincerity of your heart, the sincerity of your loyalty to people, to their thoughts, to their person. This is not just a gimmick or a way to try to be loyal to a person because of the things you might want to get from the person, or try to be loyal to the person because of who you think the person is, or what somebody else might benefit from that person. But this is a loyalty that is called to be from person to person just because of their personality, that you can be so invested in a person and you give your loyalty to them. So Solomon teaches that when you have loyalty, you have favor before God and you have favor before men, because loyalty is a thing that men can see. Every man appreciates loyalty. Loyalty is not slavery. It isn't. It isn't slavery. Nations are kept strong because men are loyal to their nations. How much more relationships? A strong relationship, a meaningful relationship is when one party is loyal to the another. A meaningful relationship is when one party is loyal to the other. So the second dimension is kindness. Oh, we can go hours and hours talking about this. People, let's be kind. Kindness should not cost us a dime. One of the things we have in our world today is that many people are kind, but their kindness is selective. So you are just kind to people you know, to people you think that worth it. But we're expected to be kind to everyone. You see, one of the things we need to understand in life is that the best you know about somebody you've not really met, or somebody probably that you have a relationship with, is that all that you know, all that you can know is what is being expressed before you. That's why we've seen a lot of people that show traits of happiness and eventually kill themselves so sadly. And people are wondering, we didn't see that, it was not expressive. That's because you really cannot know a man beyond how much the man reveals for you to know. And that's one of the depths of man. People can show you or can mirror themselves in a way that they want you to perceive them. That is why you would notice that to many people you are many things. But kindness, we need to be kind. Kindness is a trait that we need to cultivate intentionally. Please be kind. Your kindness can spring out from many streams. Be kind in your speech. Be kind in your action. Some of us, our means of kindness could just be a smile. Our means of kindness could be to help that person that really needs it. It costs nothing to be kind. And these are little things. You know, the little things are really the things that amount to much in life. So for instance, you are scrolling on the internet and you come across probably an artist that's trying to push their artwork out there. It wouldn't cost you so much to leave a like. You are seeing a little business that is thriving, or you are seeing somebody around you that is starting a project, it doesn't cost you to be kind. Kindness is easy. You don't have to break the bank to be kind. You see, when we really begin to consider ourselves, naturally, I would say every human exhibits a measure of selfishness. And it is in understanding that measure of selfishness that we also learn to interact with another. Imagine, for instance, let's paint a picture. You started a project today. Let's say you begin an online business today. This is the world of data and internet. So let's say you begin an online business and you are trying to sell an artwork, or you're trying to sell food items, or you're into giftings, whatsoever it might be. Imagine how happy you would be if random strangers just liked your post. Imagine how happy you would be when you are trying to sell to people and they are receiving you with warmth, with multiple smiles. Imagine how wonderful you will be when somebody that probably you don't even know just comes across your place and be like, oh, I really don't need this number, I can buy for a friend because I just want to support your business. Kindness will go a very long way. We need to be intentional with our kindness, and we need not to be selective with kindness. With as many people that we meet on our day-to-day engagement, we need to begin to exhibit traits of kindness. It could be from your smile, it could be from the way you talk. I understand that there are times that we are going through things and we are going through life. But in as much as we can, and as often as we can, we need to exhibit kindness one to another. I know that there are people around us, their friends, their family, their familiar faces. How can you be kind to these people? How can you show up and when they see you, their heart is lifted up in hope that there's actually somebody out there that is kind? Not kind because of an agenda, but kind because it is humanly possible. Kindness is a core of the human nature that we need to return to. And Solomon is saying that if you are loyal to people and you are kind to people, you would obtain favor before God and before people, and you would earn a good reputation. Wise word says that a good name is better than gold. Let's move on to the second thing that we can learn from Solomon. And this is also taken from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 27 to 28. It says, "Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it. Do not say to your neighbor, 'Go and come back, and tomorrow I will give it to you,' when you have it." So Solomon is teaching that if you have something within your ability to give, and a neighbor, now a neighbor is not somebody that lives next to you primarily. A neighbor is that person, is every person that is next to you by definition. So a neighbor could be a stranger, a neighbor could be a friend, a neighbor could be family, a neighbor could be anybody. So Solomon is saying, if you have it, give it. Giving is one of the things that people do not actively do anymore. Because in our world today, we engage in a transactional kind of relationship. That is why one of the highest form of relationship still rests within the family. Because in the family, people love you for you. Look at a child to his parents. That child is literally not doing anything for the parent at the time that is still your child. But there is a love that is developed for the person of the child. So Solomon is teaching through the wisdom that God has given him, and he's saying that if you have anything within your means and your neighbor comes to you, he says, give it. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due. You see, Jesus mirrors this reality perfectly. Because in the Bible teaches us in Acts chapter 10, it says that how God anointed Jesus Christ of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, and he went about doing good. That is the perfect life of a man, that you are able to do good to everyone to whom it is due, as long as it is within your ability. And many times for some of us, maybe because we don't really like to interfere in the affairs of men, This is a mind shift for us to be more intentional. If there is somebody that comes to you for help, for assistance, and it doesn't have to be all monetary, even if it is financially based, if you can, give it. Imagine you have so much money in your account and someone walks up to you for financial help, and this is something you can give without blinking. This is something you can give without breaking a sweat. Give it. A friend comes up to you for a loan and you are saying, oh, I can't afford it, maybe you come back next week. These are things that you know within yourself that you can do. Solomon is teaching, do not withhold gold from those to whom it is due. There are some goals that you need to engage yourself. You need to initiate the action of God. If it is within your power, do not gain pleasure to see men suffer for things that you can solve. This is the basics of life. Imagine how much easier someone's life would be if you help. Think about that. If it is within your power, the instruction. So there are some things that you really want to do for people, but you cannot do because it is beyond you. That is fine. Nobody is saying that lose yourself in helping people. No. As long as it is within your power, within your jurisdiction, it might not even be a help directly from you. It might be probably based on a referral. But if it's within your power, please help people. Do good. Make it a day-to-day thing. Make it a day-to-day activity. It starts from the little thing. It starts from family, friends, relationships, consideration. Take initiatives. When you move around people or you live around people, you would realize that naturally there are certain things that you know that they might need. There are certain things you know that, oh, I know this person and this person is doing this. I can help in this way. Do good. Make life easier for people by the things that you do. Don't be that difficult individual. Don't try to put upon you an identity that is not. If it is within your power, please do good. On to the third lesson we can learn. This is taken from the books of Proverbs 11 verse 12. Solomon says, it is foolish to belittle a neighbor. A person with good sense remains silent. I wish I can shout this upon every mountain in the world. One of the blessings of man, one of the traits that I really appreciate that God has given us is our ability to evolve. You see, that ability to evolve is a blessing we should thank God for every day. A man can be at a level of knowledge today, and in the nearest future is somebody else entirely. We have seen this play out across generations, from past to present and also in the future. One of the creatures you cannot entirely predict is a man, because man is open to change. Our soul was created to evolve. It doesn't matter what a person might do to you. It does not matter the conditions that surrounds the life of a person. We are learning from the wisdom of Solomon that do not belittle anybody. A young man today, a small man today, a small woman today that might look like nothing can evolve and grow into a mighty nation tomorrow. In every of your speaking, many times we belittle people mostly with our speech. Sometimes with our actions. You just look at somebody and you're like, nah, this person cannot amount to much. Oh no, there's nothing that can come. There's no good. Reminds me of scriptural stories when this disciple ran to Nathanael and it was like, I've seen the Messiah. And he said, can anything good come out of Nazareth? That is a statement. That is a very belittling statement, that a man looks upon the people and says, can anything really good come out of here? And oh boy, was he about to be blown off, seeing the beauty and the glamour of the man Jesus. So try your best. Some people might frustrate you, some might annoy all out of you, but in every of your doing, in your relating with people, in keeping relationships with every man that you come across, emphasis there is the neighbor. So it does not matter if the person is close to you, is far from you, it's a familiar face, it's not a familiar face. Solomon is teaching that do not belittle a man. Never let it come out of you in words, in actions, that you belittle people. We all might have been victims of it in time past. But that's why we are learning. We are evolving. Never belittle anyone. In fact, everyone that comes across you, let them know that they were made for more. Let people draw inspiration from you. Let men come around you and be in their best potential. Never reduce a man to nothing. Like Solomon said, it is really foolish to belittle a neighbor. A person with good sense remains silent, even if their actions have consistently proved certain realities about their life. Remain silent. If there be anything you will do to help them, let it be words that will build them up. The Bible will teach that let your words be seasoned with grace and with salt, because so that they are able to build up a man. The words you communicate can build up a man. So it doesn't matter what they do, it doesn't matter the consistency of their actions. Never belittle your neighbor. Never do that. Proverbs 14:29, it says, those who control their anger have great understanding. Those with a hasty temper will make mistakes. Oh, Jesus. People get angry and begin to attribute it to their natural upbringing. Individuals get angry and begin to attribute it to the places that they are from. This is common majorly in Africa, where you can say, oh, I'm from this state, we are angry. The people celebrate it. Anger is evil. People have made so many mistakes just because they are angry. I remember I read a story on the internet one day, and this guy was speaking of how he offended his mom, and his mom was so angry. Then he used to play football, and he already had his papers, he had his document, he had his passport, everything ready to move to a new country, to further in a larger market in a better country. And his mom was so angry that she tore and burnt every of his documents. This individual was so pained that he said his life has never recovered from them. Now the mother is obviously sorry. He said she had apologized to him many times, and he has forgiven her. But the trauma, the pain, the hurt he would have to live for in the entirety of his life. Anger has made people murder other people. Everything anger has produced has never been good. Everything anger has produced has never been good. So as individuals, as we relate with people, let us learn to control our anger. It is a sign of maturity. It's a sign that we respect people irrespective of what they may have done. It is okay to get angry. We are humans. We will get angry. People would annoy us. But controlling our anger is of utmost importance. Controlling our anger will save us from a lot of damage that we might have done to people and to do to ourselves. Anger does not have any profit in. It doesn't. Nations have gone to war against nations because of anger. Individuals, multiple people have died to war because of anger. Hatred stems from anger. Jealousy, envy, all stems from anger. So in relating with people, we have to learn to control our temper. It is very important. Our temper, your temper, my temper is not more important than the relationship we are building. Our temper is not more important than family. Our temper is not more important than love. And one thing about anger is that it increases your self-pride. It makes you see yourself in ways that you should not be seeing yourself. Control your anger. Yes, people, in fact, I believe that there are people specially anointed to annoy others. But in all, control your anger. Like the Holy Book would teach, the Bible would say, be angry, but do not let the sun set upon your anger. Make it a habit. Try your best even on days you break them. That I will not be angry tomorrow for things that happen today. Let every anger you might have, any offense that anybody might give to you, let it pass by today. Try it, make it a part of your life. You might fail sometimes, but continue. Just keep doing that every day. I would not be hungry tomorrow for the things that happened to me today or yesterday. Control your hunger. Control your hunger. Let me add one more. Proverbs 18 verse 16. Giving a gift works wonders. It may bring you before important people. This is one thing I've learned and I'm still learning to do. Give gifts to people. Everybody values a gift. Be intentional with your friends. If it's within your power, if it's within your wings, give to people. And when we say giving gifts, I know that we might also attribute it that, okay, your time is a gift and every of those things, but that's not the focus here. Give actual gifts to people. Surprise people. It could be something little. I know that sometimes many of us are in certain financial states that might not afford us to give as we ought. But in all that you do, try to gift people. It might be little, it might be something simple, something they might need. Gift people according to what you believe will be useful for them. Be somebody that gifts. Be a person that gifts others. Solomon says it might actually bring you before important people. Now, we are not really given because of what it will produce, but at the same time, giving is so full of grace that it always produces something. Learn the art of gifting people. Learn the art of giving a gift. It could be a gift for friendship, a gift for birthdays. It could be anything. You can gift. You don't need a specific reason to gift the person. The fact that somebody is in your life is enough for you to gift that individual. Even Jesus, when he came upon the earth, was given gifts. So these are the few things we can learn from King Solomon about our relationship with people. You can think upon these things, mirror your life through it. What are the things I'm doing right? What are the things I need to work on? And I believe that as we begin to engage all of these things, we begin to create a better world and a better space for every human to thrive. So think about these things and be transformed. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, I remain your host, your friend, and your brother.